The closure of schools due to COVID-19 has presented the Lagos State Ministry of Education with a novel challenge: how to ensure learning continues despite students stay at home. To address this problem, the ministry explored platforms such as the TV, radio and internet, and this has been applauded by many for its far-reaching impact. However, further research has shown that some students have still not been reached because they lack the means to access these platforms. This is why the Lagos State government decided to provide devices that will enable access to students in the inner city areas. This project is being supported by First Bank of Nigeria PLC, Council, and other well-meaning individuals and corporate bodies in a bid to extend its reach. The ministry, upon receipt of these devices, immediately distributed to the districts, who then ensure it gets to the communities. In Education District 3, the devices were also distributed to students. The Tutor General, Permanent Secretary, Dr. Olufolayimika Anyodele, during the exercise, thanked the state government and the donors for ensuring that the needed platforms are provided for students to continue with their education during the pandemic.
Lagos State government, under the leadership of Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, has come up with something germane, showing passion and commitment to education and ensuring that our children are learning to make the best use of what is available for them. So it is one thing to give these telephone devices to the children. It's another thing to ensure that they are using and interacting with the devices. So we have brought their parents and guardians to the fore. So they are the ones that actually the children collected these devices in the presence of their parents. And we have the commitment of parents. They have been taught how to use these devices and how to ensure that their children are interacting with the devices and know when the children are doing the needful when they pick the devices. Another step that fascinated me is the fact that a child that is not actually making good use of these devices can be easily traced and then would let the parents know, because each device has a telephone number that is tagged to a particular student. So, technology has actually gone beyond what it was, even before COVID.
The representative of the Commissioner for Education, Dr. Mrs. Olufunke Oyetola, said the motive behind this initiative is to infuse technology into education.
When the pandemic came unannounced, because we had this plan, companies have been donating devices for us, we could easily fit in to make teaching and learning continue for our students. We started with the radio and television like the CGPS said earlier. But again, when we had donations of mobile telephone, and we know that most of our schools, they have a WhatsApp platform where our students learn. So with this phone here today, we have the Rodicate device in it, Rodicate. When you get it, you see an R sign, Rodicate. And that Rodicate, you have the Nigerian curriculum there. All the subjects. You have fast questions for WAEC, NECO and JAM on it. Apart from that again, you have notes, lecture notes on it. So you see that teaching and learning is now becoming more easier in Lagos State.
FMDQ is very aligned with the SDGs, and in particular SDG 4, quality education. And one of our corporate responsibility initiatives is the FMDQ Next, which is empowering the next generation of Nigerians within the financial markets. And this covers children between primary, secondary, university, pretty much from about ages 8 to 25. And we're teaching them about the financial market and how to be financially responsible as they grow. And this is very aligned with this Lagos State initiative, which is taking education home to students. FMDQ is very pleased to be part of this initiative, and we're proud to have supported the Lagos State in getting education to our students at home.
Some principals who spoke with Education Report on TV commended the state government for initiating the platforms for learning and lauded their efforts at ensuring access.
One of the strategic agenda of the Lagos State government in the theme agenda is education and technology. And honestly, I was just discussing with my learners. These children had always had inhibitions and great challenges towards effective learning, especially during the pandemic. Now, all those hindrances do no longer exist with this donation. Now the students have access, unhindered access to learning all through the day, 24/7. And this gladdens my heart.
The students promised to make judicious use of these devices.
I'm extremely delighted to express loads of appreciation to our amiable, passionate, and selfless Governor, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, for his undiluted interest in ensuring that learning continues despite the dreadful pandemic. My special appreciation to the FMBQ group for their donation of the e-learning devices. I, Mohammed Sophia, am assuring them on behalf of the whole school, including the members of staff, that we will pay them back by following the path that states that when much is given, much is expected. We are indeed grateful.
I'm very grateful and I'm very happy to see something happen today. Almighty God, we bless all our commissioner and all the people that make this thing possible. I'm very grateful.
With these devices, more students will be able to access the various learning platforms initiated by the Lagos State government.